Welcome to Pete and Hannah's View Show, What's Next? The show where we help you figure out what to watch next. I'm here with my great co-host, Hannah.
Hi.
On today's show, Han, we
Mhm.
review Killers of the Flower Moon
Mhm.
and the Netflix movie Pain Hustlers.
Yeah.
But before we begin, tell the viewers what they should do.
Could you please leave a like and subscribe to our channel?
Subscribe.
And leave a comment down below on what you're watching this week.
Leave a comment down below. Hit the notification button and you'll get great content like this one. Hannah, what is your 2023 championship belt holder?
That would be John Wick Chapter 4.
And for me, it is Past Lives.
Mhm.
Let us begin with the show and let us go straight to Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yes.
Directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, starring Robert De Niro, starring Lily Gladstone.
Yeah.
Also starring your boy, Brendan Fraser, John Lithgow, and a cascade of all people that Martin Scorsese collects over the years.
Yeah.
The elevator pitch, it's set in the 1920s. Oklahoma, Osage Native American tribe has struck oil and people are dying, basically. They're getting killed. And some people are taking advantage of them. And then we follow the story of one family, and the main person in that family is played by Lily Gladstone. Reasons to see this, Hen?
I think Lily Gladstone is absolutely amazing. She's a stunning.
Let's talk about that. I think we found our best actress for the Oscars. I think she's great.
I was mesmerized by her. She was outdoing Leo and De Niro in this movie.
Reasons not to see. Okay, so all right, so a lot of people are online loving this movie and
saying it's Scorsese's best work.
Yeah. And a lot of people, and then a couple of people have said some negative stuff about it, and there's like a lot of vitriol on both sides. Remember, we're not critics; we're just people that just recommend movies, and
we like movies. We just like sitting there and having a good time.
So, reason not to see this. My main gripe with this movie is you have an 80-year-old Robert De Niro playing a 40-year-old, and you have a 50-year-old.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio turns 50 next year. He's playing a 20-year-old.
When you have a true story, you need to, if you're going to make something like it, you got to stick to the facts. And sometimes
the facts is the guy died in the 1960s, and he was 80.
Looks like he'll die in the next.
He was 80 when he died, and De Niro's 80 now. So, and then this film takes place in the 1920s. Now, that's one problem I have with this movie.
Yeah.
Other problems I have is the best part of this movie is Lily Gladstone.
Yeah.
This movie is fantastic in the way it is highlighted, along with the book that it's based on, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah.
It's highlighted a thing I didn't know anything about, that this tribe was getting basically killed off.
Yeah. And they
were rich.
They were rich. Yeah. Like I'd never heard about their story, and that was the reason. So this
is a really good reason for this movie, but it doesn't actually focus on that family.
It doesn't focus on the village, like the town itself. It doesn't focus on the actual Osage tribe. It doesn't. It focuses on DiCaprio's character and De Niro's, who
And I just think it's just boring. And we've seen Scorsese tell that story again. And now some of the criticism that has been labelled against this film, that it should have been an Osage person telling the story of the native tribe. That would be great, but you don't need to be an Osage Indian to tell the story of Lily Gladstone, who was basically, her family was hunted down and murdered. You can tell that story, and you can focus on that, I think, better than what Scorsese has done in this movie. And he's gone into the usual way of doing, how he tries to create a little bit of humor into how inept as criminals these people were. We're not going to give spoilers, but like, really, it's in the trailer. It's online. Leonardo DiCaprio is a bad person.
I would honestly, I didn't get it from the trailer, but something from the trailer that does happen and is in the actual description of the movie itself is that the FBI come into it. I just want to let you know that's 2 hours into the movie. Does that something like the movie takes a long time to actually get to, I guess, the point of it all.
Yeah.
And when you do get to the actual end of the movie, and he makes that abundantly clear what the point of the whole movie was, you're like, oh, so you've just wasted 3.5 hours of my time.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Because you haven't done what you specifically said you would.
It's one of the criticisms of the movie that it goes for too long. Now,
I don't mind a long
we don't have a problem with being a long movie if it's a long movie for a reason.
Yeah.
He just took too long to get to the point. And he wasn't even focusing on the right story anyway.
And not only that, I would say it's just the whole story just keeps repeating itself with just like a little bit after another, because they establish
it's not told linear.
It's established the first 20 minutes in the movie that there's murders going on, and then you watch as 2 hours as this continues to happen, and it's ridiculous.
Like, when you look at, like we were looking at our watch countless times, just like, God, when is this thing going to ever end? And that tells me that there hasn't hit home what it was trying to do. Like, if you can have good 90-minute movies and terrible 90-minute movies where you're saying, oh, I'm checking the phone. And a criticism that we do give, like, oh, that movie was too long. And the movie's too long. It's not because of the time. It's because the story.
Yeah,
it didn't need to be a 90-minute movie, or it didn't need to be a 23-minute movie.
Can I also, people saying how great this movie looks? I don't think it looks that great either.
It looks like a quasi Netflix movie, or
like he
not
was
to
like
throw shade at Netflix, but
remember The Irishman? Like, he was just like, let's make another long ass movie that people are gonna go, like, yeah, it's great.
It's the same director of photography as Barbie, and I would say I would say that movie looked heaps better than what this movie did.
Barbie looks great, I guess, because it's characterized, whereas this has no. I don't find it has any character to it.
Yeah,
I think it just loses its way.
Yeah, I don't think it had a way at the start, because it was like the first 20 minutes you go, oh, what the hell are we doing here? You know, it jumps all over the shop. Okay, so we're going to say don't see this movie.
Yeah, please, it's a miss. And we fell asleep.
And
I wish.
I fell asleep is the rating for this movie. Yeah. Like, it is really harsh, because you can tell that people were trying hard with this movie, and there's some great actors in it. As we said, Lily Gladstone deserves all praise. She was absolutely fantastic, and every time she was on the screen, you were just captivated by what she was delivering.
Yeah. Oh,
but there was long periods where she wasn't in the movie at all. And now people have said, "Oh, well, she was sick." Well, yeah, she was sick.
But you can still focus on it.
You can still focus on it.
You can have a voiceover. Yeah. You can still have like an acting performance with them not even being.
Now, there's a bit at the end of this movie, and I am loath to give spoilers. So if you don't want to know what happened to this movie, just skip forward a couple of 30 seconds here. Okay, so the people that didn't skip have obviously seen the movie, or don't want to see the movie. Yeah. There's a bit where at the end where there's normally comes up credits on, oh, this person, how it does. He decided to do a radio show, and he decided to put himself as the guy that spoke at the obituary of Molly Burkhart, Lily Gladstone's character. This just didn't work for me, and he was trying to be creative, and it just didn't fall flat. You know why it didn't fall flat? Because he's giving a story from when all these people died was in the 60s. Molly died a lot earlier, and the talkies weren't around then. The talkie radio wasn't around then.
It wasn't popular. It made no sense plot-wise.
Made no sense plot-wise.
And also,
he's just trying to be too cute.
Yes, but he makes the comment of saying, like, oh, this story wasn't told. And it's like, yeah, but you didn't tell the story. So I feel like I'm still questioning why I don't know anything.
Look, I just want to get everyone out of this. Oh, this movie was a masterpiece. This movie, explain why it was a masterpiece.
No, like,
You can say that, but explain why. And then those people that are saying, oh, it's terrible because it's only 3 hours, you've got to be better than that.
Yeah, no.
Come up with an actual reason why it wasn't.
I just feel like he just wasted my time. It wasn't that it was 3 hours wasted. He wasted my time because I still got nothing that he presented. I was still like, Why are we following these people?
Killers of the Flower Moon is in cinemas now. Our suggestion is miss, and the rating for this movie is I fell asleep. The next movie we're reviewing today is Pain Hustlers, which
Yeah.
is in Australian cinemas now, and it will start on Netflix this Friday. Starring Emily Blunt and Chris Evans, also has Andy Garcia, Catherine O'Hara. Great cast.
Yeah.
Elevator pitch. We follow a down the luck single mum
Yep.
trying to find a job. She meets up with Chris Evans in a strip club, gets a job as a pharmaceutical salesperson, and then we see the meteoric rise of that. Hannah described this as
I said poor man's, but now I'm like, it's like a C-rated, almost D-rated Wolf of Wall Street.
yeah, it's very along the lines of that.
Whereas there's like corruption going, and we're following the center of it, kind of gonna blow up.
Reasons to see this, it focuses on the opioid crisis, which is an important crisis, and it's amazing that it was let to happen. Reasons not to see this in?
They take a lot of liberty with the characters. I mean, Emily Blunt's character is completely fictional, as you were saying. Like, her role in it. I would say it's just it's not bad. It just doesn't really hark home anything.
It's over dramatized.
It's you just follow the story and you're just like, oh yeah, it's not bad, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
it's good Netflix fodder.
Yeah,
that's it.
It looked good.
It's like if you're at home, if you're like, I like Chris Evans, I like Emily Blunt, I don't mind it.
Yeah,
like it's good Netflix fodder.
Yeah, it's like there's some entertaining parts to it.
I think if you love Chris Evans as when Chris Evans is like the Knives Out character, like kind of being a douche.
It's good montage in it.
It's and the fact that they use music but they don't use the songs, they use just the themes of music, and you're like, oh, I know that song, but then they don't use it. So it's like, I don't know, it just seems it's like weird and off-putting, but I don't know, it's not bad.
I would say give it a miss.
I'd give it a miss too. It doesn't deliver anything wildly different or interesting.
Rating for this movie?
I mean, I played on my phone.
I think it's a play on my phone too.
I don't think it's horrible by any means. I just
like Emily Blunt is having a really cool career, and I think she's.
I still like her performance in this. She's doing well. Like
I think she's going to be nominated for Best Actress for her role in Oppenheimer.
Oh, she's amazing in Oppenheimer.
Yeah, probably be a category for it, and probably put her as Best Supporting Actress. But she is amazing, and she's having a great career. Chris Evans, he's a weird one. That Chris Evans.
He goes from I'm a farmer to I'm a pharmaceutical. It's just like I love that guy.
That ghosted guy.
And then Joey Zaza, like
Andy Garcia.
He's just losing his mind while I'm watching these movies. I don't know. I love it.
That's Pain Hustlers, and that is today's show. Anything else to add on our reviews or anything? In pop culture?
In pop culture? What, you mean like Taylor Swift, was that another Chiefs game? I don't know. Will you want me to get the play-by-plays? Oh, Petra Pascal was on SNL. That's things I care about.
With Petra Pascal on SNL. We're looking forward to seeing some... we've got the Brisbane Film Festival in town this weekend, and we're going to see some couple of movies, and we'll be releasing those reviews in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, very excited.
Stick around for later in the week. We're going to be dropping movie news and clickbait. And this week, clickbait is brought to you by Hannah.
It's me.
If you stick around for the post-credit scene today, we'll tell you the answer for Can You Guess the Movie this week. And don't forget, that drops every Monday on all our social media feeds. That is my lovely co-host, Hannah. Until later in the week when we catch up for movie news, I'm Peter, and it's bye for now.
Bye.
And we're back for post-credit scene, and our post-credit scene today is brought to you by our Can You Guess the Movie? And Can You Guess the Movie this week is Hannah.
Glenn
Ross.
There's too many Glens in it.
Closers always are closing. If anyone hasn't seen that, it's a David Mamet play. It's got an all-star cast. It's got Jack Lemmon. It's got Alec Baldwin. It's got Ed Harris.
Very
It has got Alan
quotable.
Arkin, and it has also Kevin Spacey, but it also has the main man, our main man, Al Pacino.
Pacino. Oh yes, the Pacino. It's a very well acted movie.
Yeah.
What can you say? It's like great writing, but very well acted. It's like
It is indeed. Thanks everyone for watching. Our reviews will be up on our socials, and don't forget to watch our Can You Guess the Movie next week. And until we catch up for the movie news later in the week, later.
bye.